for project 2, we'll be doing data mining project using RapidMiner, and we'll be analyzing the customer's churns for Singatel. So for this project, Singatel, a local telecommunications provider, is facing the concern of a high turnover rate with customers leaving and subscribing to its competitors. Through the use of data mining analysis, this project aims to find out the common and key attributes that contributed to those who have left, likely to leave eventually, and why. Next, using the import configuration wizard, we imported the Excel sheet given into RapidMiner. Using the retrieve operator, we can access stored information in the repository and load them into the process. After retrieving the stored information, we identified two issues. In the column for tenure, there were missing values dominated with a question mark. This led to the total charges for the customers with missing tenure values to be 0. This is because total charges equals to tenure times monthly charges. To fix the issue of missing values of tenure, a filter was added. Under parameters, we set the entry tenure and choose the filter is not missing to filter out the data where tenure has missing entries, keeping the values for those data with entries. Since the missing tenure only accounts for 30 results out of the total of 7,043 results, it is not significant enough such that it will affect the overall results drastically if removed. So to sieve out the relevant attributes, we use the operator select attributes. So we have chosen 8 attributes. Firstly, churn. Churn shows whether the customer has left. As mentioned previously, the aim of this project is to find out which customer has left Singatel and the common attributes associated with those that have left. Hence, this attribute is relevant as it will be needed to determine who has left and thus aid in the identification of other relevant attributes associated with customers that have left. Therefore, this will help the management predict who are those that are expected to leave eventually. So the next attribute will be contract, which shows if the customer is on contract. This attribute will determine if the customer was in a binding contract whereby costs will be incurred if they left. So the third attribute will be customer ID, which is the customer number. Even though a customer's ID does not affect whether or not they churn, which is the main purpose of this project, we included it as a relevant attribute as the management will need the IDs of customers to know who are the ones that are churning and take preventive measures.
So, for the next 3 attributes, we have internet service, mobile service, TV service. Customers who are subscribed to the internet service have access to subscribe to the other services, such as internet services, cable TV services, device protection, and online security. This is exclusive of mobile services. The second last attribute is senior citizen. Senior citizen may not be as loyal to Singatel if they are just subscribed, as they could compare Singatel services to other telecommunication provider. For the last, we have tenure. It is the number of months of customer subscription. By knowing how long the customer has subscribed, the management will be able to determine if a customer was more likely to leave or stay after a certain period of subscription. Some customer has only subscribed in the current month. So, for 3.3.3, we have set role. We set churn as a label. An attribute with the label role acts as a target attribute for the learning operators. Churn is the target attribute for the classification of the data. By setting it as the target attribute, we are able to separate the data into those customers that have churned and those that are loyal. Classification of such data will help us in providing any recommendation on maintaining customer loyalty. Next, we set customer ID as an ID. By assigning customer ID the special role of ID, it will prevent the decision tree from taking this attribute into consideration when deciding if a customer churns or remain loyal. This is because customer ID does not determine whether a customer churns or remain loyal. However, we included it in as an attribute because it is needed for the management to identify which are the customers that are churning and why are they doing so.
For 3.4.1 for data split, using stratified sampling, you split the data in a ratio of 70 to 30, with 70% being the training data and 30% being the testing data. This will allow us to train algorithms to understand the information that we are looking for. It allows the information to be split into subgroups whereby it ensures that the subgroups are well represented within the sample. This helps to increase accuracy by reducing selection bias. For 3.4.2 for the decision tree, after adding the split data, we have also added decision tree to the process. We have also linked the output of split data to the input of decision tree. By using the decision tree, we are able to analyze the data easily. Also, we adjusted our minimal gain to be 0.025 from 0.1 so that we are able to look at our data in simpler way due to the branches. However, we made such to not use a number which was too small, 0.03, as it will cause the decision tree to become too big, making it hard to study.
Next, for applying model, apply model operator was added to train the system on the prediction of the churn customers and loyal customers. From splitting the data, only 70% of the data, which is 4,909 out of 7,013 results, was used for training. The system will then learn to predict using the attributes chosen, which was churn. For testing model, the operator's apply model and performance was added to test the model. Filter examples, select attributes, set row, and split data operators used for data preparation was placed into a sub-process named data preparation. The model was tested on its accuracy of prediction. For predicting churn customers that has left, the model was able to recall 53.85%, which was 301 out of 559 cases. This part of the model was 57.33% precise, as it accurately predicted 301 out of 525 cases. For predicting loyal customers who are still with Singtel, the model was able to recall 85.5% with 1,321 out of 1,545 cases. As for precision, the model was 83.66% precise as it accurately predicted 1,321 out of 1,579 cases. The overall accuracy of the model is 77.09%, with the model being more accurate at predicting customers who have not left and recalling loyal customers who stayed.
Next, for data validation, to ensure that the model was accurate in predicting the results, cross-validation was added, which resulted in the sub-process of training and testing. The model has accurately predicted 73.42% of the results, which, with the plus minus of 0.1% being standard deviation. The model was able to recall 100% of the customers who had stayed, or 3604 out of the 3604 cases. Next, for data evaluation, through the use of RapidMiner, uncluttered, disorganized, and seemingly useless data becomes very valuable, simplifying data and structuring in a way that is easy for the team to understand. Through the use of data mining analysis, finding out the common and key attributes that contributed to those who have left Singtel, likely to leave, and eventually and why. Through data mining analysis, we found out that 559 customers left Singtel, whereas 1,545 customers remain loyal customers of Singtel.
So last but not least, we have our recommendations. Our first recommendation is to offer incentives to customers. Singtel can offer incentives to the customers for patronizing their service to attract them to continue doing so as to be able to qualify for the incentives. For example, customers with tenure of more than 12 months can be offered incentives such as free additional data of 1 or 2 GB. Another alternative will be to provide loyal customers with vouchers to get another phone at a discounted price. These incentives will encourage the customers to continue subscribing to Singtel. The next recommendation would be a loyalty program. Singtel can introduce a loyalty program to recognize loyal customers. Having a loyalty program will not only retain potential customers that are churning, but also attract customers that are currently subscribed to other telecommunication providers. This can be in the form of a tier reward system in which the customer can unlock different pricing for the different services offered by Singatel based on their tenure. This loyalty program will therefore attract customers to stay loyal and discourage them from leaving. Additionally, a referral program can also be introduced to attract potential customers from leaving their telecommunication provider and jumping ship to Singatel, addressing the concern of a subscriber leaving. An example will be an existing subscriber introducing a potential customer to Singatel, benefiting both, which can be in the form of special pricing plans for the potential customer and exclusive discount for the existing subscriber. Therefore, this strengthens Singatel's relationship with the existing subscriber and at the same time gain a new customer. Last recommendation is to offer promotions and discounts at different times of the year. Singatel can offer promotions and discounts for Singatel subscribers at different times of the year. For example, during a customer's birthday month, they can offer an additional 1 GB of data. By doing so, customers will know that Singatel values their customers and is willing to go an extra mile to provide them with the best service. This in turn will ensure greater customer loyalty and there is a higher chance for Singatel to retain their customers.